Alright, make me an intelligence roll to see if you actually, or do you have intelligence? What kind of skills do you have?
Hmm?
What kind of skills do you have?
I can detect a shiny weapon in 1,000 paces. Don't even try that bullshit with me.
So you don't have any form of being able to figure out your way through the city?
No, I've got basic something like skills.
Considering you've never been.
Yeah, it's no idea. Moving on.
Yeah. I've just got. Actually, I could find Boo's place probably very easily. I could find contraband.
Not funny. Not funny at all. Okay. Make me a d20 roll. Just a straight roll. No bonuses, no nothing. You kind of go down a wrong street at one point, but then you manage to find your way back, and you come to this very large, like almost like warehouse building, and on the front neon signs blinking one letter at a time, and then blinking all at once is Fumanchu's Weapons and Apparel. And then it has the same one under the sign in Chinese for no apparent reason.
Alright, so I look for like the main entrance door.
It's obviously right there.
Okay.
You see that the main entrance and windows have blast shields that can be lowered down like that at any time. So you go inside. When you go inside, now it's a pretty nice, decent setup. You see there's armor on racks and stuff, and you see some basic weaponry behind, obviously caged storage areas and all that. You see two guards standing at the door. They're, just your average bodyguard types, MDC body armor, pistol, rifle. Oh, yeah. One goes, and the other one's just sitting there going, oh, fuck.
So I get the universal greeting in return.
Well, mercenaries can be a little weird sometimes.
I know, I grew up around mercenaries.
But you go inside, and you see the racks, and you see there's a counter towards the back end. What are you going to do? Are you just going to browse the racks? Or?
Well, I go start looking through another, Western style visual, where that, area would be.
Mm-hmm.
And started just inspecting quality and looking for the best thing.
Are you going to do a recognized quality one?
Yes.
Okay. You do find the area that has the weapons as far as you can tell. You are a gunfighter, so you would probably know which weapons you're looking for. I'm going to assume that you know that just because you're a gunfighter, so no roll for that.
Okay, 50%.
You find all the Wilkes Remy firearms that they have in stock.
And with a 1, yeah.
You can tell that some of these firearms are used and have already been fired before and used on a regular basis. Some of them, they have a lot of cosmetic damage, but for the most part, at least from a visual inspection, nothing seems to be out of the ordinary, other than just some wear and tear.
Is that pretty much all of them? Or is it...
Pretty much the run of the mill with all of them. To the average person, they wouldn't be able to tell the difference, but because you are a gunfighter, you're so good with weapons, you can tell like the tiny little details that no one would normally pick up on weapons. Just little things like
just
scratches.
observational things.
Yes.
I can't tell any mechanical things.
No, I mean they're in cases. Unless you handle the weapon, you're not going to be able to tell anything beyond just a visual inspection of hanging on the storage wall.
Okay.
Yeah. So you've inspected the weapons. What do you do now?
Is like, yes, like bell.
Yeah, there's actually a little bell.
Well, I don't want to like hit the bell too times, so I'll pull punch in the bell. No,
You put your big hand out there, and your
like
finger
mine.
is like the size of the bell, I'm just like, you know what? Make a restrained punch roll for me.
Well,
You need to make, for a restrained punch, you're going to need to roll an 11 or higher to make sure you don't crush the bell.
Freak Bill, he's probably got spares.
So make me a d20 roll and you need an 11 or higher. Hey.
Hold on. Yeah, 15.
Okay, so you just go ding. You hear Chinese yelling in the back.
Come on, Mongolians! Every time they come over here, Chinaman build a road, Mongolians come and knock
And
it
you
down.
see like a 5 foot tall little short Chinese man, and he's wearing like a white Old West style button up shirt with a black vest and a black bow tie, and he's got a bowler cap on. And he's like looks like he's going bald, but his hair is a little long in the back here. Like he needs a haircut really badly, and he's got like dress slacks on, nice cleanly made shoes, and he's got a Fumanchu. And he walks up, and he actually steps up a set of stairs behind the desk, to where he's like his waist is at the height right there, because the desk is actually kind of high. So he's obviously used to being above regular people, but he's actually like, oh, you a big motherfucker!
You were telling me to keep this PG. As a DM said it, I can say it.
What can he do for you today?
A pistol.
A pistol.
Preferably one like this. I don't, well, I could I'm not, like,
You want them big boss series?
kind of fits, don't you think?
Yes. Especially with large one like you. Were you actually looking for a big board, or were you just trying to compare that to the style that you were looking for?
Originally I was just going for the style, but now I think that probably just go down.
Okay. He looks at the gun for a minute, and he's like, I think I have something in stock. And he goes back down and goes back into the back room. You hear Chinese yelling. You hear more Chinese yelling. You hear something flying and pans and prong and all sorts
And a
of...
gong.
Yes, a gong too. He comes back out. He comes back out and he sets down another big bore for you to inspect. He's like, yes, here we go. And it's not loaded, obviously. He's like, please take a look at this. This time you get a full inspection roll because he's actually letting you handle the weapon. But what'd you get?
A 31.
A 31? Okay.
Yeah.
As you're inspecting the weapon, the curtain parts, and out of the back room comes another man. He has a Fumanchu as well, but he is going on almost 7 feet tall. He is also dressed head to toe in what looks like ancient samurai armor. And he has like his hand on a sword as he steps out, and he's just sort of staying behind the counter. You know, just sort of staying in the general area of Fu Manchu, and he's just standing there, just sort of guardish.
Basically a bodyguard, right?
More or less.
Well,
And when you're inspecting the gun seems to be pretty good quality. It's used a little, but it's got some scuff marks. You're going to have to clean it up a little because, you know, some of this, it looks like it needs a really good cleaning. And it's got some scuff marks, and obvious use. The stock has a little bit of scratch damage on the very bottom back end. But other than that, it seems to be a good quality.
Remember, bid low. Start at 6,000 and let him work you up to 7,500. That's how you negotiate.
He says, "Are you pleased with this, sir?"
well, yes.
9,000 credits.
So the 9,000 credits, you'd be throwing in quite a bit extra, wouldn't you?
Extra? What are you talking about? This is 9,000 credits for the gun.
Well, considering the scalp marks, the slight wear and tear in the barrel, and start going into this technical blah 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 blah.
As you're doing this, you see his face go from the happy Chinese man to the crap. He knows what he's talking about.
Yeah.
If you don't want to buy it, you don't have to buy it. But 9,000.
Well, I would go somewhere else, considering that you don't need money.
You need
What
to
did he
learn
say?
how to haggle, man.
Huh?
Come on.
What did you say?
I said, I can always go somewhere else since you don't need the money.
He just kind of looks at you like, The samurai's looking at you like,
I'm not intimidated whatsoever.
actually.
Oh yeah, you need to roll intimidation for him.
I'm not intimidated easily.
Okay. But yeah, he just looks at you and he's just like, well, you don't have to buy it if you don't want to. We have plenty of other merchandise you can look at if the price is too high.
I really don't think that's a good enough price for that.
Have you tried using trust and intimidate on him?
Yeah, we'll go for it.
Are you going to attempt to trust or intimidate?
Trust him. Yeah, right.
In character, you don't know about Boo.
I know.
What are you going to do, trust or intimidate?
Intimidate the hell out of the motherfucker. Same thing. For me, anyway. Same roll, whatever.
Yeah.
60%. 6. Or 60 actually.
60 on the dot.
Yeah, I still got it.
Dude, see, what you got to do is you got to be sure to let him know.
Okay, so, he is not intimidated whatsoever. He looks at you and because, I guess you sort of like look down at him and sort of make a real mean face. And the samurai behind him sort of like does like that and doesn't really draw his sword but pulls it ever so slightly out of the sheath.
You're about to get your ass
Make a perception roll.
whooped. No. What the samurai do with their swords, because the swords are always sheathed unless they're about to kill someone. You don't want to see a samurai with a sword out.
He's not sheathed it, he's just sort of like...
No, exactly.
He used his thumb
to
push
it out, which means he's going to draw it, it's going to be relatively soon.
Yeah.
So
he's just readying himself a little bit. What's your
I
perception?
actually know samurai stuff.
do you
Come on,
roll?
here. I know how to swing a
Perception,
sword.
you have perception bonus,
Yeah.
it's a d20.
I suck. Got a 9 total.
9 with bonuses?
Yeah.
Okay, you...
Do I add anything else to it? I've got perception plus 2. Do you add anything?
Your perception, yes. So you got an 11. Let's see, perception. No, I'd say you did not make that. Because, noticing that the samurai makes a very small movement as, his hand was on the hilt the whole time. So the very small movement...
Yeah, because he's trained how to
He would have had his hand on the hilt the whole time.
Yeah.
And all he did was ever so slightly move it. So you don't notice that. And Mr. Fumanchu crosses his arms. If you have a problem, you can leave.
I ain't got no problem. I'm just not paying 9,000 credits for something that's only worth 6,000. I don't bang it down. Well, yeah, actually I do.
Restrain punch. Need an 11 or better.
You're about to die horribly.
Yeah.
Oh my god, we're out of combat already.
Ooh.
That doesn't look like
9.
anything.
You crushed the table.
Oh.
I wasn't at the table. I was.
At least it was-
Roll initiative.
Okay.
God damn it!
Shucks, you got the
Roll
first
initiative.
combat.
I knew the
It's a
grapple
samurai,
was going to
too.
get into it first. It's just like,
What a twist!
what'd you get? Write down 25 extra experience.
Yeah.
Hey!
Yes.
I reward random acts of making me laugh.
Cool. Come on the table.
You got
2
you got a 2.
plus my yeah. You go first.
The samurai goes ching, and as he does that, it transforms into a massive blade. And pretty much you see a helmet materialize over his face.
Thought he had it.
No, he didn't. He was bare helmet.
Noob, he
He
didn't
just had
strike
all the
right
rest
away
of
when he
the armor.
drew.
Hmm?
The noob didn't strike right away when he drew. He was supposed to.
No, he
Yeah.
looks at you like this, he has it like this, and he says, "You will leave now."
Sorry about the table, man. I ain't
And hold on.
Jump.
Also, you need to make a save versus horror factor.
Me? Okay, how do I do that?
You roll d20.
A d20 plus any bonuses.
Yeah.
Save bonuses would not be on that top row. That would be under
Right.
save bonuses.
Oh, okay.
Horror factor. Or actually, let me rephrase how he says it. You will leave now.
D20 plus 1 factor?
For this, you're going to need a 14 or better.
Did that on my roll.
You did that on your roll?
Yeah, I got
So he used his action to tell you to leave and draw his weapon. He could have attacked.
that would have been
You're not magic sensing, so okay.
bad. No,
You don't know any better, really.
he doesn't.
Yeah.
My character.
Yeah. Okay. So what are you going to do on your action?
I'm not intimidated, so. Piece of shit place. I'm out of here. You piece of crap.
So you start to leave?
Yeah.
Okay, so you go towards the door, and as you go towards the door, the samurai is following you. The guards, one of them has left the door. As you exit the door, the guard is stepping up with a police officer. The officer walks up to you and is like, "Sir, I understand that you have just destroyed some property within this place. Is that true? Step back inside for me. We don't have to talk here inside."
Yeah, I broke the guy's table. What's he want for it?
He comes
He's
inside.
trying to sell me some shoddy merchandise. I don't take time.
Well, I understand that he might not have agreed with the practices that he had, but that still does not give you the right to destroy his property.
Oh, I
Now,
didn't
if you will just sit down here for a minute, I'm going to go talk with the gentleman, and then I'll be right back, and we'll discuss it with you. Okay?
Yeah.
Just take a seat right here.
Police officers aren't this nice.
Well, he probably didn't.
Grackle 2.
Yeah.
Grackle 2. He's trying to prevent a massacre of some sort. Grackle 2 armed to the teeth.
And with teeth.
This is a human. He's clad in mega damage body armor, but still, he's not stupid. He didn't have to save versus horror factor because the guard came out and said, "Hey, there's a grackle tooth in here, and he just broke a table." So he sits you down, and he goes and talks to Fumanchu. The samurai has put his sword away, and his helmet's gone. And the police officer goes over there and sits and talks with Fu for a minute. The guards are near you. They've got their rifles are drawn at this point. They don't really have them pointed at you, but their general direction is to where they wouldn't have to spend an action to fire if they had to.
Basically, kind of.
Yeah, just sort of like in a casual, guard position where it wouldn't take much from the point of fire. Excuse me, huh? Samurai armor.
I'm just gonna draw.
And bunny slippers.
Okay.
They do kind of wear bunny slippers. in a way.
They do.
Hi.
They wear toe socks too. It's very amusing.
Yeah, it just has
He comes
little-
back and he says, well, Mr. Chu here says that,
Oh, yeah.
Mr. Chu here says that you attempted to coerce him into giving away his merchandise for free. He also said that you were very belligerent and that you threatened his life. And that the evidence is obviously, the table is destroyed. I mean, we have multiple eyewitness accounts here about that. So what I'm going to have to do is I'm going to have to take you downtown so that we can discuss this matter in at the courthouse.
There ain't nothing to discuss. I said I'd pay for the man's table, and that'll be the end of it.
Sir, this is within our borders. We can do this the easy way, or we can do this the hard way. I mean, I don't want this to turn into something more, but it can if you want.
Hey, Fumanchu, what do you want for the
Sir,
table?
do not talk to him. Talk to me.
I didn't ask him what he wanted for the table.
He
got time for
has
this.
not decided what. Sir, we would have to take this outside. If you just come down to town with me, we'll take care of this matter. Okay? Trust me, you do not want this to turn into something more than what it is right
New party rule: Grackltooth does not go shopping alone.
Crackletooth is not going shopping at foods a lot.
Grackltooth doesn't go shopping alone. Period.
So, what are you going to do this the easy way or the hard way? That's the question.
Well, it's like, if I do it the hard way, I'm going to end up like in a big firefight and probably kill the cop, which probably makes the whole town mad. And we already saw what happened.
Game into something else.
Yeah, it's like, I already saw what happened the last time that happened. Basically, a power armor guy with...
Getting off track. Getting off track. Back in game. Now you remember, you're a very charismatic, very nice type of person. So
I am.
I'd say from the way your character is written, if you're having a hard time making a decision on this, you would go along with it because.
Oh, I'm going along. I'm just not very happy about it.
Okay. Well, the police officer,
I got the feeling that I was cheated, and that takes very offense to that. And, I'm taking.
Oh, you mean food?
Yeah, food cheated me, and now he's trying to make it bigger than it is, and I'm trying to do the honorable thing, saying, yes, I broke your table, I'll pay for it, blah, blah, blah. But he wants to blow it up, so that's why I'm getting all riled up.
The officer takes you outside. A full complement of officers have shown up. There is even a griot hunter and another Grackltooth standing there. They have the livery of the Hope Police Department on them. About this time, you come around the corner with a patrolman who has been called to the area. You see them taking him into custody.
Not very easily, steamingly quiet.
Well, they just sort of escort you, on foot because they really don't have any vehicles big enough right now.
So we just following along with their group?
Well, the patrolman is going to go join the group of guys escorting him downtown. What are you going to do at this point?
I recognize that he's the Grackltooth from our group, and say, excuse me, sir, he's with me. What did he do exactly?
Well, you see, he had a disagreement, an altercation of some sort, in Fumanchu's weapons and apparel right here. I can't really give the details out, but we're taking him downtown because Mr. Chu may be filing charges against him. If you're more than welcome to come with us, as long as you keep a safe distance for the moment.
I will come, but if I give you my word that he will not do this again, would you be willing to let him off the hook?
That is not under my jurisdiction. I've been told to just bring him downtown. Now, if you wish to talk to the judge or someone downtown about this, then that is completely up to you two. But right now, we do have to take him downtown.
Yes, sir. I'll come along.
Okay. So you all head downtown. You're now free to go about doing your business. You don't really know who they are, but you see them getting escorted down the street. You know that a Grackletooth was in your party, but...
Well, he should see two now.
Well, one's a police officer.
Well, he doesn't know what they look like, so.
Well, yeah, but police officers aren't marked.
Okay.
If they're employed by the police department, they're obviously not going to be mercenaries. So that's up to you whether you want to draw that connection there or not. Hope is a rather large city. You know, there are other Grackletooth within the city. But of course, the description that he gave you of the specialties of the various people on your team, he did tell you that there was a Cyber Knight. He's obviously quite cybernetish. And he did tell you that there was a gunfighting Grackletooth on your team. By the way, they have removed all of your weapons, obviously.
You did say that.
Well, okay.
You're being taken into custody.
You're being taken into custody.
Sure, keep all your horrifyingly large weapons, you know,
Well,
that could easily blow a hole in the jail cell that will
they've
put you
taken
in.
into custody.
Yeah, you know, that's what
Yeah,
I apologize for not saying that,
But
but
there's one thing, though.
yeah.
The big weapons on my back, no problem. But the special weapons, I'll put, you know...
Oh, you mean your mementos?
Yeah, I'll physically put, you know, safety ties on them. That way I can't draw them.
They say we still need to take them.
They don't leave my possession.
They will be given back to you when you are released. Once again, we have a discussion about the easy way and the hard way, sir.
Release the big stuff that's really a threat. I'm not going to go route terrorizing.
Keep in mind, though, you know, the police department doesn't care whether you have, you know, sentimental attachments to your weapons. They're only seeing a threat. So, you know, the police department is not necessarily...
Yeah, but they saw that the tie thing is supposed to be a symbol of, you know, respect for their thing. If I would have left it untied, that would mean I'm intended maybe possibly use it. But I've tied it down with, it's like metal class. There's no way...
What if I purposely make sure that you get those back?
Oh, I would know. That's right.
Yeah,
He's a Cyber Knight. Cyber Knights have a very good reputation of keeping their word. They never break their word.
Okay, then I would have let him carry it.
Well, they're not going to let him carry them, but they...
I can basically escort them.
Okay.
I mean, he's saying that he will see that you get them back.
Okay.
Okay, I'll do something. I'm going to do it.
He's going to hold you your word.
Yes, I will.
So my
Especially with
turn.
He's in charge of everything.